In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, peace be upon you, dear viewers of mystical Islam. We hope that you are doing well. Viewers, all the surahs of the Holy Quran contain immense blessings and virtues. However, the virtues of certain surahs have been abundantly mentioned in the sayings of the Prophet, peace be upon him. Among these surahs is Surah Yasin, which has been referred to as the heart of the Quran. Numerous virtues of Surah Yasin have been mentioned in the Hadiths, and we will share some of them with you. However, we are also going to tell you about a miracle of Surah Yasin that will astonish you, as it highlights the incredible power that Allah Almighty has placed in Surah Yasin. To learn about this miracle, we kindly request you to watch this video till the end. If you have not yet subscribed to our channel, then subscribe now, and don't forget to click on the bell icon. Viewers, while every letter of the Holy Quran is a source of healing and a miracle, Surah Yasin holds the honor of being the heart of the Quran. According to narrations, Surah Yasin was revealed to the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, at the time of migration. At that moment, the disbelievers of Makkah were chasing the Prophet, peace be upon him, and he was surrounded by them. However, due to the blessings of Surah Yasin, Allah Almighty made the Prophet, peace be upon him, invisible to the eyes of the disbelievers. Thus, by the grace and mercy of Allah, the Prophet, peace be upon him, successfully escaped from their encirclement and reached Medina safely. Surah Yasin not only calms the heart and mind in times of difficulties and distress, but it also removes the greatest hardships and calamities through its blessings. Now let us tell you about a miracle in which Allah Almighty, through the blessings of Surah Yasin, provided help in a way that no human mind could ever imagine. Viewers, according to narrations regarding Imam Nasiruddin Rahmatullah Alaih, it is mentioned that once Imam Nasiruddin fell ill, and due to this illness he became unconscious. His relatives assumed him to be dead and buried him. At night, he regained consciousness and found himself buried. He was extremely shocked and distressed. Amid this panic and anxiety, he remembered that whoever recites Surah Yasin 40 times in a state of distress, Allah removes his distress and changes his hardship into ease. Thus, he started reciting Surah Yasin. When he had completed the recitation 39 times, a grave robber came to dig his grave with the intention of stealing the burial shroud. Imam Nasiruddin, with his wisdom, realized that this was a grave robber. He began reciting the 40th time in a very low voice so that the robber could not hear him. As soon as he completed the 40th recitation, the grave robber also completed his work. However, the grave robber was so terrified that his heart burst and he died on the spot. Imam Nasiruddin Rahmatullah Alaih, upon realizing that suddenly returning to the city would cause immense surprise and confusion, decided to enter the city at night. He walked through the streets calling out at every door, saying, "I am Nasiruddin. You mistakenly buried me, thinking I was dead due to unconsciousness, but I am alive." After this incident, Imam Nasiruddin wrote a commentary of the Holy Quran. Viewers, Surah Yasin has countless benefits. If someone fears that due to illness, a certain body part might become useless, they should recite Surah Yasin 3 times in the morning and evening and blow over that affected part. Similarly, if someone recites it alone in solitude, they will experience inner happiness. If one recites Surah Yasin before sunrise, it removes laziness and sluggishness. Viewers, it is a natural phenomenon that in times of need, people tend to seek help from others and place their hopes in them. However, many of us have experienced that not only strangers, but even close friends and blood relatives turn their backs on us during difficult times. Instead of helping, some even humiliate us. But as Muslims, Allah Almighty has granted us an incredible blessing and an assured support. Whenever we face any need, whether worldly or spiritual, physical or financial, we can immediately turn to this divine solution and fulfill our needs without seeking help from humans or begging anyone. And that divine blessing is Surah Yasin. This blessed surah consists of 5 rukus and takes only about 10 minutes to recite. For those who have memorized it, it takes even less time. The benefits of this sacred surah can be understood from the hadiths of the Prophet, peace be upon him. Hazrat Atta bin Abi Rabah says that he heard this blessed saying of the Prophet, peace be upon him, whoever recites Surah Yaseen in the morning, all of his needs will be fulfilled. Many hadiths mention the virtues of Surah Yaseen. One hadith states, everything has a heart, and the heart of the Holy Quran is Surah Yaseen. It is also narrated that whoever recites Surah Yaseen, Allah Almighty grants them the reward of reciting the entire Quran 10 times. One narration states that Allah Almighty recited Surah Taha and Surah Yaseen 1,000 years before creating the heavens and the earth. When the angels heard it, they said, glad tidings for the nation upon whom this Quran will be revealed, glad tidings for the hearts that will memorize it, and glad tidings for the tongues that will recite it. Hazrat Maqil bin Yasar narrates that the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, whoever recites Surah Yaseen solely for the pleasure of Allah, his past sins will be forgiven. So, recite it near those who are dying. A narration mentions that the name of Surah Yaseen in the Torah is Mabni, meaning it contains all goodness for its reciter in both worlds. It removes worldly and hereafter difficulties. Another name of this surah is Rafi and Hafiza, meaning it elevates the ranks of believers and humbles disbelievers. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, I desire that Surah Yaseen should be in the heart of every believer. Another hadith states, whoever recites Surah Yaseen every night and then dies, he will die as a martyr. It is also mentioned that whoever recites Surah Yaseen will have his sins forgiven. If read by someone who is hungry, he will be satisfied. If recited by one who has lost his way, he will find guidance. If read for a lost animal, it will be found. If recited when food is scarce, the food will become sufficient. If recited near a dying person, it will ease their death. If recited for a woman in labor, her delivery will become easier. And if read in fear of a king or enemy, that fear will vanish. A narration states, whoever recites Surah Yaseen and the surah after it, Surah Dukhan, on a Friday, and then prays, their prayers will be answered. May Allah Almighty grant us the ability to act upon it with complete faith and conviction. Ameen. Dear viewers, if you have any additional information on this topic or would like to suggest a new topic, please share it with us in the comments. If you liked today's video, then please subscribe to our channel, Mystical Islam, and press the bell icon. Also, like the video and share your valuable opinions in the comments. We ensure the authenticity of the information we share. If you find anything contrary to Islamic teachings, kindly inform us immediately. Stay connected with our channel. We will return with a new topic soon, inshallah. May Allah be our helper and protector. Ameen.